Today, we want to address a pressing issue, the spread of superstition on YouTube.
Unfortunately, today 99% people, at least among Hindus, just don't know how to meditate. I mean, just closing an eyes and sitting is not there. Concentration has to be there on that form. Most people can't meditate.
And upon a mantra, I'm assuming?
It could be a mantra, it could be even the form of Ma Kali.
Just keep visualizing.
Keep visualizing. But along with visualization, what is your feeling? If you're scared of Kali and you are visualizing Kali and you have the capacity to visualize, to do dharana on the form of Ma Kali, you will end up creating a form, but that form also feeds on your fear because you are looking at the form with fear. That is why Kali Upasana is not fit for everybody.
The claims that Kali Upasana isn't meant for everyone subtly implies that only a select few, like himself, are capable of such advanced sadhana. He even claims that Ma Kali feeds on the fear of her devotees, implying that those who feel fear are unworthy. But this is complete nonsense. Ma Kali, being a mother, would never feed on her children's fear. Instead, she would comfort her devotees, helping them overcome their fears if she appears in a form. Why don't we ever consider this possibility? After all, a true mother's love is about nurturing, not intimidation. Today, we'll not only challenge his claims about the form of Ma Kali, but also explore who Bhairava truly is according to deeper tantric wisdom. I am not suggesting that you shouldn't worship or shouldn't believe. But worship must reflect true faith by understanding the concepts and not blind faith. Verify your faith and beliefs through sacred texts like the Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, rather than relying on those who promote superstitions. Now, let's turn to the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, which begins with Parvati ji questioning Shiva about his form in Shloka 3. The shloka is Kiva Navatma Bhedin Bhairve Bhairvakrito Trishiro Bhed Bhinnanva Kiva Shaktitrayatmakam, which translates to what is it in Bhairava that differs with the ninefold division of the self, another form of Shiva, or in the form of Bhairava itself? Is it different in the aspect of your form with 3 heads, or is it the form characterized by the 3 powers? Parvati ji then asks about the forms described in texts like Rudrayamala, which suggest specific physical representations of Shiva. In response, Shiva replies in Shloka 10. Dhyanarth Bhrantabuddhinam Kriyadambar Vartinam Kevlan Varnitan Punsa Vikalpanihatatmanam. Meaning, my forms or any of my explanations are described for those people of deluded intellect, who are prey to distracted thought patterns or are inclined towards the performance of actions and ostentatious rituals, to help them on the path of meditation. This means that forms are merely aids for those who are not yet ready to understand the formless nature of the divine. In Shloka 16, Shiva further clarifies, Tadvapus Tattvato Gyayam Vimlan Vishwapurnam Evam Vidhepare Tattvekeh Pujyeh Kasht Tripyati. Meaning, one who understands that I am beyond the forms, pure and all-pervading, knows that there is no worshipper and no one to worship. Furthermore, in Shloka 18, Shiva beautifully explains the unity of Shakti, Parvati, and Shiva. Shakti Shaktim Toryadvad Abhedeh Sarvada Sthiteh Atastha Dharma Dharmitvat Parashakti Paratmaneh. The translation is, just as Shakti, or power, is not different from Shaktiman, the holder of power, similarly Parashakti, the highest power, who is the essence of the Absolute and identical with Dharma, cannot be separated from Bhairava, the possessor of Dharma. This means that Shakti and Bhairava are essentially the same, and if Bhairava is formless, then Shakti and all her manifestations too are formless. Moreover, we can also interpret this unity as Shiva representing the body and Shakti as the Atman, the consciousness, highlighting that they are inseparable, 2 aspects of the same essence. This way Devi Parvati repeatedly asks Shiva about his form. In response, Lord Shiva begins to explain what he is not, following the principle of neti neti, not this, not that. This method is widely used in Hindu scriptures to direct seekers beyond perceived forms. This formlessness is also expressed in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 25, where Krishna tells Arjuna, Avyaktoima chintyoima vikaryoim uchyate. Tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitumarhasi. Meaning, this self is said to be unmanifest, unthinkable, and unchangeable. Therefore, knowing it as such, you should not grieve. Both Shiva and Krishna emphasize that the divine is beyond form, unmanifest, and unchangeable. So, when so-called spiritual guides on YouTube keep promoting tales of God's physical form, we need to question, who are they trying to convince? Why are only they able to see God, while the rest of us cannot? If God truly created all of us, shouldn't the divine be equally accessible to everyone? These claims often come with excuses like you're not doing the right sadhana, but this reasoning is flawed. Just as a mother never discriminates among her children, God wouldn't choose to appear to a select few while ignoring others. Let me be very clear, I am not here to stop you from praying. My intention is to ensure that you truly understand who you are praying to. Starting the day with blind faith, like performing rituals without understanding their true meaning, can result in a life filled with the same kind of confusion. My goal isn't to hurt anyone's religious feelings or beliefs, but to show you the true beauty of our scriptures. The real problem arises when people rely on individuals like Rajashri Nandi, who spread personal fantasies instead of genuine spiritual teachings. It's not about how many views they get, it's about the millions of people who are being misled. This highlights our laziness in not verifying our beliefs through authentic sources. It's time to wake up, question these claims, and protect the true essence of Sanatan Dharma. Let's honor our scriptures by understanding them deeply and rejecting blind beliefs. Hope this video helps you find correct answers in your search for God.